During my BBQ, my wife asked me, why is that strange man cradling our baby? It was July 4th and all of my friends were here, except this odd-looking bearded man rocking my baby back and forth. My wife and I approached him and I asked, hey, would you mind putting our baby back into her crib? He made some goofy baby sounds, giggled and said, nah, I don't think so. That was alarming. I firmly said, put our baby down right now. The rest of the party stopped what they were doing and turned towards us. The man said, I don't think I will. My blood literally boiled. Then he smirked and said, today's going to end really badly for both of you and there's literally nothing you can do about it. Now my mind was really spinning. Who was this person and what is his vendetta? I asked, how about you tell us who the hell you are? He smirked again and replied, I'd love to. You can call me Jack69. He looked directly at my wife and said, does that name mean anything to you? My wife's mind was turning. Then she shook her head as if she didn't know who this man was at all. He said, come on now, think real long and hard. He kept cooing at our baby in a creepy, disturbing way. My wife sharply said, I don't know who the hell you are. I chimed in, and we don't care because as soon as you put my baby down, you will get the ass whooping of your life. He tilted his head to the side and grinned at me, as if he didn't care at all about what I had just said. Okay, fine. Since your memory is complete crap, I'll remind you. You received a phone call about 2 years ago from someone named Hamesh that claimed to be the IRS, and you figured out that it was a scam pretty early on. Ring any bells? My wife's memory got triggered and she said, yes, I remember. Good, now we're getting somewhere. That man was me. My handle name was Jack69. My wife nodded her head. He continued on, you somehow tracked my number and was able to find my address. Do you remember doing that? What he was saying was true because my uncle works at the FBI and has legit tracking resources hooked up to our phone and internet system. My wife owned it. Yeah, I reported your dumb ass because you're a low-life scammer. She wasn't wrong. He turned red and said, if you had come from what I have, you would understand why I must do what I do. I stepped in. No one ever said you couldn't get a real job that actually helps or serves people. I was careful about insulting this dicknob too much. He was holding my baby daughter. The entire party was slowly inching their way closer to this jerk, looking for any kind of opening. We had no idea what he might do. He noticed the small crowd glaring at him and said, here's what is going to happen. You will pay me exactly $40,000 because that is what it cost to bail me out of that hellhole you call a prison. I had to serve 6 months because of your stupid wife. That was my father's savings he had to spend. I wanted him to think that he had some power, so I subtly nodded at my wife and said, okay, that's fine. Put my baby down and we'll get it for you. He laughed. Do you really think I'm that stupid? He started getting frantic and skittish and unpredictable. He paced and held our baby in the air. She started crying and I was about to lose it. You will wire me that money right now. I calmed him down and said, I have it in cash. It's inside. We'll get it for you. Just don't hurt our baby. I went inside with my wife and told her, I'm going to take out his legs while you grab our child. Got it? She nodded, ready for war. I grabbed a small suitcase, stuffed it with toilet paper and carried it out back. My friends were all staring at me, looking for a signal of what to do. I told them to stay calm and then tapped my wife and we sprang into action. She leapt for our baby and snatched her out of his arms while I flung my body down like a bowling ball and took out the bastard's legs. I heard a crunch when I slammed into his knees. He took a swing at me and I headbutted his fist, snapping his wrist. That was total luck, by the way. Then I straddled him and actually said, I don't think I've ever been this excited about anything in my entire life. Meaning the ass whooping I was about to unleash on this asshole. He knew he was screwed, saw me and all of my friends approaching with a vicious, murderous rage in our eyes and said, please don't. I have a heart condition and I'm fragile. I quickly responded, not as fragile as my baby, you effing piece of crap. We proceeded to beat this man as close as we could take him to the point before death. Let's just say he'll never walk and barely talk again. We called the cops and I was honest about what we did. The lead cop thought about it and said, you're good, and winked at me. About a month later, I found out that he had 2 scammer brothers that were looking to get payback on me. They showed up, were met by some hardware and ran away like little beaches.